Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, June 8th, 2020, and I'm here at Morgan's like always. I'm out of breath. Let me catch my breath. I just ran up the hill. Woo! I don't know what that was. Alright, so I don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of bug. So I'm out in nature. Happy Monday to everybody. I also want to focus a little bit on emotions. Let me just catch my breath though. Love silence. So I was going through this morning through my meditation that emotions do come up. And, since like a very primitive age, we've always, the more self-aware you become of your emotions and your feelings, the more you start to see what you can let go and what you can't control, you just let go. Because ultimately, if you start resisting and you start holding on to these ideas for a long period of time, what it does is it creates a resistance that you try to push away, but yet they come back, right? So let's just take this example, right? You ever just go, okay, here's an example. Let me just put this out for you. Now, you were dating somebody, right? For example, now you guys broke up after a year of dating. They drove a particular car. Okay, let's just say a black Mustang. Okay, now every time now you're driving, right? A year later has passed. You guys broken up over a year ago. A year later has passed. You see a black Mustang and you're like, oh my God, is that my ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend's Mustang? Is that them? Is that them? That feeling starts picking up right there. You're like, oh my God, I'm getting triggered. And then what happens is like you thought you forgot about them, right? All of a sudden, and then something triggers you. When something triggers you, it's like, okay, well, this is triggering me. Now, how do I let it go? What I recommend is you try and let them feel the feelings. And if you can't get over it, really just deal with them. Because you're going to push them away, it's going to come back again. It could be 5, 10, 15 years from now. You'll still get triggered from something that you thought was already gone. But really, in reality, what it is, it's been stored into your subconscious and deeply rooted. And then all of a sudden, it starts recirculating again. And when it starts recirculating again, all these old pent-up emotions start coming up. I'm not just saying they're good or bad. They could be good emotions or bad emotions or everything in between. So things will trigger us. Absolutely, that the fact that we're human, we always try to restore all these feelings. And I also think a lot of it has to do with pride and ego, that keeps us motivated. No, listen, there's nothing wrong with reaching your goals and bragging every once in a while. It's okay. But if you do it on a consistent basis, there's something much deeper going on with you. If you want my honest opinion. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just going little by little by observing what self-awareness is, being mindful of feelings, and let these feelings come. For example, last night I did not feel too well. I was overwhelmed by so many drunks in my house. I didn't like it, personally, because my space was being invaded. I felt a little bit, so I had to retreat a little. Not a big deal. But now I have to cleanse out a little bit. I have to go back to nature. Nature helps me stay here, helps me stay grounded and balanced, because when times like that happens every once in a while. And can I control it? I can only control how I react. So I just went and did what I do best, which is to seclude myself. And that's okay. I'm not going to be hard on myself because I'm secluding. I'm not missing out on anything. What I see is what I hear. What I hear is what I hear. Sadhguru said it himself. If you look at life for what it is, if you look at it for what it is without judgment or repercussions or any preconceptions, then everything becomes infinite, because you don't have to put meaning into this. You don't have to put meaning into that. You just look at it for what it is. And when that happens, it's literally life transformation, because it's easy to fall into the category of judging others and judging yourself. It's easy to do that. It takes strength and practice and mindfulness to be aware of what's going on within you. Somebody told me this, that we human beings, we think more thoughts on a daily basis than we do breathing. On average, we breathe about 20,000 breaths a day. Now, what do you think would be the thought average? 60,000 thoughts a day. I thought that was incredible. I've never heard of that. 60,000 thoughts a day compared to 20,000 thoughts, But if we didn't have no breath, then we would have no life. So the guy said, the body is always present, But our minds can be in the future or can be in the past. There's always something there. And the more I start to focus that every day it's important to meditate and connect, the more you start thinking less of what, you start being more here. You start being more present, which is most important to me, because we're only here. I could die tonight, and then I would, what would I have to show for it? And then I would just be in doubt and anxiety and fear. And then what? And that's it. And that's the end of it. The final destination of the physical body is death. That's the truth. And the more we start accepting that death is the inevitable end of the physical body, the more we realize that, damn, life is not that long. Life could go like in and out. It'll be quick, or it could be very long. It's all about perception. So that's my message for today, guys. Have a wonderful Monday and take care. I'm going to meditate. Mwah. Bezos.